chat. Oi, what's up? How's it going, man? How is your evening treating you? Hopefully well. I'm gonna make some working pots. I'm just gonna make the pots and I'll do the holes later. With the wife. I'm gonna do about 20 of them. So they'll all be the same size and all that good stuff. Oh yeah. Didn't have the right tool out. Of course, what else is new? Jeez, this is where glasses. This is where I could tell I need glasses. Damn. A glob of crap on there. Alright, so these have two different lines on them. Those are just to line up where I put the holes later. I'm gonna let them get a little bit more stiff. Incoming jokes. So, like that. Let's go. Let's do another one. Got 20 of them to do. I got all day. Oh, this is one of those bats that I messed around with the other day. Ashley, what's up? Hello to you. How are you? Thanks for popping in and saying hi. Up next, what's up? How are you? Cool name. Thanks for saying hi. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for those likes, guys. Appreciate it. And 18 more to go. Not that I'm counting. Doing great. Me? Yeah, I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. Just working. This is what I do. So I'm doing it. I'm making orchid flower pots. So these are 2-pound pots. 2-pound pieces of clay. And orchids like to have holes in them, or orchid pots rather, like to have holes in them for air to get at the roots. So later, after I'm done making these, we will put the holes in. Sometimes I do it on the wheel while I'm making them, but I'm gonna do this. Say, what's up? How are you? It's going well, thank you. The gardener's gonna love that. Yeah, gardeners do. Luckily, that's what my business is based on. Making gardeners happy. Making plants happy. If the plants are happy, the gardeners are happy. Don't do that. You don't need to help me. Follow someone else. I don't read. No, just a potter. That sounds like a cool video game, though. I would not want to play it. I'd make too much pot to then play a video game about making pots. I'm surprised there isn't one. Or there might be one. Who knows? Okay. Moving along. I'm just stamping my name and a number 2 for branding and to let people know that this is 2 pounds of wet clay used to make this piece. That helps with my pricing system. instead of small, medium, large, extra large, extra, extra, extra large, extra, 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 extra large, I have just numbers on the side to say the weight. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but that's what it is. Good morning to you. Public Works. What's up? This is the second stream of the year. And, yeah. Hope everybody had, like I said in the last stream, I hope everybody's having a happy new year. Like, a lot has changed, right? Just another day. The new number. Sorry, I only speak English, but welcome to you. Hope you're having a good day. Thanks for those likes, guys. Howdy to you. What's up, Fresh Cup? Hope you're doing well. Just making orchid pots. 'Tis the season to need orchid pots, and I don't have any on the website. I don't even think I have one, so the rest of the week we'll be making a lot. I need a lot. I definitely need like basically a couple hundred to feel comfortable. I don't know if I'll hit that number, but we will see. If not, I'll try to hit it by next week. They just take so much more time. Like, the throwing isn't the hard part. The making of the holes takes as much time or more than throwing the pot. So, usually more. Potter's House. That's a really good name for a channel right there. I don't know if I asked, but how was your day treating you, Joel? And how was your day treating you, Bruno? Hopefully well. Oh, buddy's barking. Ooh. I'm tough. Maybe heard your comment, Joel. Start off in a weird way. It's been good. Well, first I woke up. Never start a story like that, right? Well, I hope it gets better for you. And you never know if weird's good, right? So, it's elusive. Oh, that one has a bit of a... I'm trying to get rid of all the throw lines. As smooth as possible. It's your Uncle Jesse. Look, holy cool. Oh, Uncle Jesse. No, I'm not cold. Obviously, I have a hat on. Nice to see you in here, Uncle Jesse. You know me. I'm always wearing my toque that my mama made. My mama made this hat for me. So it's good. It gets worn. Wingle? Wing? Wing? Wing. Sorry, I have problems reading, and by problems I mean I don't know how. So if I pronounce your name wrong, sorry. All right, onward movement. John, what's up, John? How are you? Welcome to you. Sim said hi. Fresh Cup said hi. Said hi. It is in the past tense, isn't it? Thanks for hitting those likes, guys. Appreciate that. I hate even saying that. So I'm going to say it one more time. Thank you. Little bud. definitely don't know how to pronounce your name, but welcome to you. Thanks for saying hi. Sorry, I only speak English. And only can read it properly once in a while. With glasses, apparently. Sometimes that doesn't even help. And I don't even have any glasses, so. It's time. It's time for me to get glasses. I have a whole new look. Yeah, I see a bunch of hearts popping up. Thanks, guys, for hitting them. That's funny. It's always funny to see on my screen. Hey, Daryl, what's up? How are you? Thank you for the 1 like, kind sir. Appreciate that. I forgot you were gifted a membership. A member of the Wolff Pack. Well, Fresh Cup was too. Of course. Hey, Sabrina, what's up? Welcome to you. Just making little 2-pound orchid pots today. In the last stream, I made a batch of one-of-a-kind items. That was fun. But back to reality of making things that sell in multiples. Orchids I heard are hard to grow. They are finicky. They like steady, not too much light, not too much water. So good drainage and air. So these pots will have holes put in them later today, where I put these lines in, that I'm doing right now. And then the roots end up kind of growing out of those holes. So it looks like the pot is alive with the plant. It end up looking really cool. They don't like to be moved either. So find a decent amount, not direct sun, and leave them there. And wait. And wait. And wait. But when they do bloom, they look awesome. Good, good, good. So this is just waiter time, so I just move these over to the side. And then back to it. Yeah, aloe. Yeah, aloes are a little easier. Everything has their own needs. So, for plants. But I'm not. I just make the pots, really. I do know some basic stuff. I'm no botanist. Yeah, well, yeah, everything is weighed out, but I make thousands of these, so it's just I know what to do. I know where to go, how big, all that good stuff. Once you do it thousands of times, it's just kind of get the gist. Basically, if you use the same amount of clay, do the same amount of moves, compression, this and that, the pot should end up similar, but it took me a long time to get to where I could make one thing and then make 1,000 of that one thing. That was my goal when I first started. I had it in my brain that people, when they wanted to buy one, they most likely wanted to buy 10. You might as well try to get them the same size, even though it's handmade. So they're going to be a little off. Hope that answers your question. Plus, this design is not all that intricate, so. But I think will add some different style orchid pots to the website this year as well, which is in the description of my channel page, by the way, if you guys needed to know. There you go. Country Carpenter, what's up? How are you? Hope you're doing well. Welcome to you, and thanks for saying hi. Hey, thanks so much. Appreciate you stopping in, Daryl. Take care. Hope you have a good day. Mr. Miyagi, I don't know. You know what? I think there was pottery in what, the third one? Come to think of it, there's another one. A new one would arise somewhere. I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to look into that. No, I'll keep spinning country carpenter. What else? What else am I gonna do? Don't worry, you can see that little chunk of something hard in the clay. Don't worry. Be happy. Hard chunk bucket. Hey, what's up? Don't know how to pronounce your name, but welcome to you. It depends on the clay type and how much grog. I don't know what the. This is a stoneware clay body, so has more sand in it than grog. I don't even know if it has any grog, to be honest. I think it's just sand. Basically a Cedar Heights mix. But welcome to you, Kira. Someone was asking about the loss of fingerprint. Oh, I missed it. Sometimes it's really hard to keep up with the chat, guys. Especially when you're going blind, basically. Hey, I'm not going blind. I just can't see as well as I used to. Yeah, so that's what I'm taking care of right now. Like all the little fingerprints I did, I always go back and get rid of them. So, yeah. If I missed a question, I'm sorry. Thank you for helping with that. Oh, that's what it was. I heard you lose your fingerprints when you do pottery. No. Oh, you mean like it rips off your skin? No. You'd have to be throwing with like broken glass. I don't know how many layers of skin there is for fingerprints, but it's a lot. You can definitely rip down all the calluses you have. I do. I play guitar, so it takes a lot of those away. But if you shake my hands, they're very smooth because it's basically like you're spinning it's like kind of spinning with sandpaper, depending on the clay, like Kira said. So, I've never heard of it taking away your fingerprints, but that's pretty funny. Guys, thanks so much. Well, I said I wouldn't say it again. Thank you guys for the likes. I said it. A minute. Stole my mama's credit. Yeah. Wow. A big reference. But I do appreciate it. Just add some Portland cement. I mean, sometimes it can be equivalent to that, like how dried out your fingers get. So like earthenwares can really prune your hands, like working in cement does. My wife and I also make like some little statues and stuff, and some planters out of concrete or cement. And yeah, it's way worse than clay, that's for sure. But there is similarities. Concrete, both together? Yeah, that wouldn't work. I guess you could fire the pot and then pour like a concrete slip over the top of it, which would probably just crack away with time. Like stucco, do a stucco pot. It'd be overkill. Just make the pot. Those are fun to do though. It would be a funny experiment to add Portland cement. I would imagine the melting point of cement would probably mess up something in the kiln. Now there is high fire cement, which I've used to fix portions of my kiln. Yeah, no, I know, I have molds. We've created molds. We have molds for the concrete stuff. I'm kind of against doing any molds. I am against doing any molds for the clay. I'm old-fashioned. I like to make the stuff on the wheel. So, not for everything. I guess there's little things I've done in the past that you could use a mold with. Rido says, "Hey bro, what's up? Nothing muff. Just okay at the top. There you go. Oh, cool. That's very cool. Do you have a channel? Is it Kira? Or Kyria. I suck at reading people's names. So sorry. An idiot. Do I need to catch that one? You may have been the only one that caught that. Well done. You win a prize. It's okay, I chose a weird one, and yes, I have a cone. Nice. Very cool. It's a fun thing to be doing. Is it a hobby for you? Is it a job? What say you? I'm making orchid pots. So basically flower pots. That's my main thing that I do. Make horticultural wares for the home and garden. kiln arch, keystone lock. There you go. I mean, if the bricks can lock in themselves, but no problem with getting some help, right? That is for sure. Plus it buttons it all up, right? It says it's both. I do shows, went to school for it decades ago. I also work in the library. Oh, cool. Yeah, I've been doing this decades ago. In fact, guys, this year will be 30 years that I've sold flower pots to stores. I think I sold my first store. It was definitely maybe spring or summer, so it's coming up, which is insane to me. 30 years of selling flower pots to stores. Should be retiring. But I'm not. I can't. But yes, I would say achievement unlocked. Be added to the... I get a trophy. I don't want a trophy. I don't want a trophy because everybody seems to get one now. Where do you come from? Planet Earth. I'm talking to you from planet Earth. And I'm in the United States. What about you? Where are you from? That wasn't rude. Ask a question and walking away. Not at all. This is just what happens in live, guys. Once I'm done making 3 or 4 of them, I take them and I put them aside. So I'm not just asking questions and then walking away and leaving the chair. Beep up. Beep up. That's cool. Kyria, am I saying that right? If I am saying that right, just say I am saying that right. What type of kiln do you have? I'm always interested to know what people are using. I use a Scott KM1227. I have 2 of them. They're about 10 cubic feet. So kind of like what you see in schools. But they're great for what I do. You're from Indonesia. Very cool. You're from Indonesia. Well, welcome to. Thank you for popping in and saying hi today. It's a pleasure to meet you virtually here. What am I doing? What do you do? You got a 1027, nice. Oh, cool. Yeah, 1027s are great. It's just the next size down from the 1227. They are good workhorse kilns. I've used Scott kilns for 30 years. Everything I have is hashtag made in a Scott. Scott's been very good to me. They're easy to work on. My dad has an L&L, and they're good too. A little more stuff to deal with, to work on, and the same capabilities. Just like double the wiring, double the relays, all that good stuff. Hey, how's it going? Hey, hope you're doing well. Same here. 30 years? Is that? Sorry, I can't speak English yet. Oh, no worries. You're doing a good job. I can't speak anything else, so I'm sorry. Wish I could. Just don't have the drive to attempt to learn anything else other than making pots. And I already know basically how to do majority of that. That sounds arrogant. I don't know how to make everything. That's for sure. Righto? Or Righto? Righto? Here we go with the names again. Messing everything up. Use Google Translate. There you go. It's a handy thing. Awesome. Very cool. Well, it's nice to meet another seasoned potter. Do you do it for a living? Kira, I don't know if, or Kiria? Damn it. I don't know if you answered my question. If I'm saying it right. Expect from me. I'm a woodchuck, making pottery. I have the vernacular of a woodchuck. That's what I used to say. It's been a while since I've said that, but that's the truth. Yeah, so I mean, that was from when I started selling pots. I made pots my whole life because my dad is a potter. So he had me on the wheel at the point where I should have been playing with Play-Doh, but we didn't have any, we had clay. So the first pot that I have is from when I was just around 1 year old. So utilitarian wise, it was worthless. Just a round thing with a hole in it. I mean, you could put a candle. Could be a candlestick. Clay just farted. Clip that. Gotcha. Yeah. It's, people always say, you know, it's so relaxing and this and that. And it is for hobbyists. It's very compressive for people to do it every day for hours. Very strange muscles get used. So if any other health problems arise, you start to feel the pain that this causes you over a long time. Yeah. Well, clay is cheaper than Play-Doh, you know. But yeah, no, I had that. It was a very good thing. And spend my weekends with my dad. And well, until 5 we lived together, but after that it was weekends. But so in my very early days, I was I was making pots when I could. Then I really didn't take it seriously until high school. I was mainly working at my stepfather's dairy farm, so I did that, and then one day a week I was making pots, and then on weekends when I could. And then it finally took over for a full-time job, and by the time I was like 19, I was doing all these other jobs, and finally the pottery started paying what I was making doing a 40-hour work week, doing 20 hours doing this. So I put 60 hours into doing this, and there was ups and downs, but here we are 30 years later, still doing it. Eve said hi. What's up, Eve? Hero says hi. Oh, thanks. Appreciate your kindness. Guys, we're cranking through these. All I needed to do was 20 of them. And that's not true. I didn't need to do 20. I need to do like 100. But the problem with these are I have to do holes. And I can show you guys what I mean by that when I get farther down the line here. I like the clay to get a little bit stiffer, like I said in the beginning, but I don't know if you guys were all here in the beginning. So they look like that. There's another bat I worked on. Sweet. vicious. He's a vicious little guy, isn't he? Sounds a lot tougher than he is. If he is, I don't know. My buddy's apparently trying to let me know. Maybe he's here without warning. Warning, warning, warning. Got to hydrate for safety's sake. We'll do a cheers to all of you guys. Thanks for hanging out today. Cheers to you. May your day be joyful. There you go. Why do you just do that? Sent one Ben Wolff Pottery gift membership. We got a gift membership. Who got the gift? Jeremy received the gift. Thank you, Higo, for doing that. Let's get a shout out to Higo. Thank you so much, Higo. Let's put a W in the chat for winner or wicked cool. Yeah, I could tell I'm from New England. Thank you so much, Higo. I appreciate that more than you know. You're very kind. And welcome, Jeremy, to the Wolf Pack. So there we go. Very kind of you, man. So the memberships are growing here. And I have yet to figure out what to do specifically for them. So I might end up doing like a member only live stream just for the members at some point. I think that's probably the most appropriate because a lot of you guys became members through the live streams. So I think that will do. Jeremy quietly says, yeah, didn't know you were in here. Welcome to you, Jeremy. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good New Year. Yeah, Christmas. You celebrate Christmas, so yeah, Merry Christmas to you. All that good stuff. And welcome to the Wolf Pack. So I think we'll have to ask the members, but I've been thinking a specific members only live stream. Maybe I'll put up a post here on YouTube asking. And you guys can answer. Appreciate that, Hale. Very kind of you, man. A long-time subscriber of the channel. By long time, I mean like a year and a half or something. For anybody watching that doesn't know, I did a YouTube video in like 2003 or something. We left it there and then did nothing with the channel. And then about a year or two ago, at this point, I popped back on and started doing these live streams and adding other content. So it's been a fun ride. I'm getting back into this. Getting back into it. I mean, I only did one video in the past, so I have no idea what you wrote. Hopefully it's something nice. If not, oh well. It wasn't nice. Hey Gwen, what's up? I'm throwing a bowl, so I'll be quiet for a bit. Nice. Sounds good, Gwen. Hey, thanks for popping in and saying hi. Another member of the Wolff Pack. Appreciate you here as always, and I hope your day is treating you well. It can be. Man, which part of it? Coning up. No, I mean, my favorite part is pulling the walls. That's kind of where my happiness really lies. And it's always been like, because I also do this and have done this in person at my father's retail shop and other places. But when you pull up the walls, that's the part where everybody goes, "Ooh," in person. It's like the wow. So I kind of already had that feeling, but then it was reaffirmed with people. I mean, you can feel it in the room when that, I don't know, when that stuff's out there, that energy or whatever you want to call it. It is satisfying, isn't it? Sorry, bro. I'm taking a break first. No worries. You can take a break. Do whatever. I don't have to apologize for me for nothing. Or nothing. Don't care. Wow, we are cruising through these 20, guys. It's good, good, good. I like the shaping of the rim, especially the scallops. Yeah, that's cool too. Right, like that's the fun part to watch. You know what? Hey, go. How about I do one of those right now for you, because you gifted that membership. So let's do one of those. This is for Hago for gifting that membership to Jeremy. He says he likes seeing the scallop part done, so let's do a one of a kind. There's your coning up, which apparently you like. Kyria. So let's do a taller version. You know what? Why don't we do a one of a kind scallop orchid pot, because I make orchid pots. So they don't normally make the orchid pots scallop. Let's do it a taller version. Gives the pot its character. Yeah, kind of does. It's like the finishing touches. So, all these other pots have been squat. And this one we're going tall for a shout out to Higo. Let's see here. This is still a 2-pound shape, just a tall version of it. And basically more of a full version, so basically the same height and the same width. So we'll put the lines here. flare out the rim. Cleaning up the bottom so I don't have to do as much trimming. There is the basic shape. And now I'm just gonna clean up the outside. Get all the water out of the inside. And this is Higo's favorite part, so here we go. There you go. There you go, Higo. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Now to show you what happens with these orchid pots. I'll just do the whole thing right now. It shouldn't really affect it that much, even though I like to normally do this next job when the clay is a bit stiffer. But let's do it. Let's do it. Tommy rumbling. Time to eat some stuff. Or not. I said water fast. So this is the process that I will be having to do with all the pots I just made. I still have one more to go. But this is the process that will be done to those 20. I also will have to make the saucers for each one of these. As you can see, it takes a bit more time than just the basic flower pot. And after I do this, I have to go back and clean all of those holes. So when they dry and fire, they're smooth to the touch. Hey, how's it going? Normal? Nice to see you in here. Thanks for popping in and saying hi. I'm doing well. I hope you were too. Thank you, Higo. Appreciate you. Okay. So now that is done, I have to go back and I have to clean all of those holes. Doesn't take very long, just a little bit of water and a little bit of compression. And then I just use my sponge, clean everything up, clean up the outside again very slightly, and done. Oh, not done. This is where I need to check these holes. The thing is put these holes in it. The first thing people do when they grab one of these in person is put their finger in the hole. What else would it be? What else would a human do? No, it's got to be clean. There we go. Good enough. So, because Higo gave a membership and said he likes scallop pots, I decided to make a scallop orchid pot. So that is a split rim scallop orchid pot. Shout out to Higo again. Thank you so much, man, for the passing on the kindness to Jeremy. So let's do another one I was doing before I did that. That's what is the pot used for? Orchids. They like to have air and proper, really good drainage. So the roots end up pouring out of the pot through the holes as they go to where the air is. And you're down under, so there are plenty of orchids down there. Where here they do not grow wild. They're not perennial here. Hey Wanda, what's up? How are you? Just making some orchid pots. I just made a special scalloped orchid pot because Higo was kind enough to donate a gift membership. So super kind of him. So I just made this one. It'll be a one of a kinder for the website probably. But I've been making, set out for 20 of these. I think I'll keep going a little bit, see if I can get a little more done. It's only been, you know, should be good. This is the 20th one. But let's keep going. Do you guys want to see more? Say yes in the comments. Or I end it. I'm doing good. Thank you very much, Wanda. Can't complain. I could, but would you guys listen? It's the last thing I want to hear is somebody complaining. 25, my sister. Yeah, well, it probably didn't. It just needs to stay in that one spot. You need to water it and drain it immediately, so it's never, you know, water logged. And then just leave it in that one spot. Don't move it around your house trying to figure out if it's alive or not. Leave it in a, you know, mid-light area. And yeah, it likes to have normalcy in its life. So just give it time. I had to clean my hands off it. I could read that the totally wrong way, Gwen. But I got you. So let's make some more pots. Knowing you in the comments. That could have been taken a very different way. But Gwen is actually making pottery right now while watching me. It's like a big mirror effect. How many other people in here are making pottery? You're gonna have to all clean your hands. and type in, I'm making pasta too. And then I'll ask you questions and you'll be like, I gotta. So, okay, let's wedge out another piece of clay. I'm not going anywhere. I'm right here. My hand. You just can't see me wedging. I don't have multiple cameras to be able to do all that. So, this is what it is. All right, let's go. Another one. Yes, hello. Hello to you and hello to the whole country of Brazil. Thank you for popping in and saying hi. I'm just assuming that it is pottery. I'll answer that from my perspective. I do find it soothing, but it also, because I do it so much, watching it just feels like a bit of a extension of work. So what I truly like watching is old videos. So like my favorite pottery video, and if you haven't seen it, I think you should check it out, is Isaac Button, Country Potter. I think you should, if you haven't seen that, do it up. That is very inspiring. What the heck is wrong with this piece? And for a lot of potters out there that are absorbing content, I would highly recommend that. I hope it's still up. I do have an actual copy of it. So if you can't find it, I'll just upload it and see if I don't get a copyright problem. But it should be up. It should be something that every pottery teacher should be showing students. Oh, you haven't? Okay, yeah, check it out. Isaac Button. Spelled Isaac Button. Country Potter. Very good. Like I said, very inspiring. I don't know if they have the full version up on YouTube, but like I said, if they don't, I do have it, so I just literally have to figure out a way to transfer. I think I have it on a DVD somewhere. I used to have it on a VHS from England. Yeah, very old. Nothing crazy, but just the guy's work ethic was like, so yeah, he'd throw, what was it, 2 tons a day? Somewhere around there? And the most clay I've ever thrown is 1,000 pounds, so half a ton. And I was in my 20s. Nowadays, I can do 500 and be all right. But over time, it starts to, if the clay was in perfect condition, perfectly pugged to a soft consistency, I probably could do it. Not the 2,000, but at least 1,000. No, that's 110-pound pots. I would hope I could still do that. I'd probably be really sore the next day. Oh, there you go, there you go. So it's on there. That's good. What? What is the what? What? Who? Are you Archimedes, the owl? Who? What? It is insane. Yeah. Like I said, it's inspiring. Like, and that's the video my dad showed me when I was very young. This is how you do it. The guy had a pipe hanging out of his mouth the whole time. He actually would dress like in a suit and have an apron on. Back when people took their jobs seriously. Even potters. It has 2 parts. Okay. Gwen, yeah, a ton of clay. Yeah, you throw a ton. Like I said, the most I've ever thrown in a day was 1,000. And I was, so half a ton. I was in my 20s. But I wanted to challenge myself to be able to do that. And I did. And that was my early 20s. And I had to mix the clay as well. So if I pre-mixed and made the clay the day before and I just was throwing, it was sweet. But needless to say, the room was completely filled. And back then I was picking these pots up off of the wheel, not making them on bats. So I would pick them up and put them onto boards like Isaac Button was doing in that video. And my dad too. My dad, I think that's probably about the most I've ever seen him do. 1,000 pounds in a day. And that was in his, probably in his 40s? Yeah, early 40s? So, it can happen pretty quickly if you start throwing like 25-pound pots. Relatively speaking, I guess. Yeah, digging up his own clay. Oh, yeah. No, those English potters. So when I went to England, we stopped at a bunch of different potteries, and a lot of them, actually all of them that we stopped at, dug their own clay. Or they had truckloads brought in and dumped, or as they call them, lorry loads, which was pretty funny. But yeah, the scale of it was just awesome to see, especially at like, I think I was 19, 20, 19. So to see that when I was getting going and, you know, at a higher rate, to be like, okay, this is how these people, you know, consider, you know, their work ethic. What, you know what I mean? Like, this is what they do to consider a proper day fulfilled. So, as a production potter, I kind of needed to see that in person and not just in videos. So it was really good that happened. But yeah, at 2 pounds a pot, you're talking 1,000. I don't know. Yeah, it is admirable. But the clay they had over there was so soft and plastic, maybe so, for wording. Elastic and soft. So it stood very well, where you'd probably feel such soft clay and be like, this will not stand. It would not stand here in the States. And then it stood, and it stood better than most clays that I've gotten my hands on here. Like 1 pound pots, the most we ever did was, I never did, was 375 1 pound pots in a day. And that was, I was making the pot and my wife was picking up, cutting under it and taking the pot away. So, and that was also in my 20s. And we hustled through that. That was a specific order for the the Washington National Cathedral, so where all the presidents and whatnot go to church. So who knows where those pots ended up? That's pretty cool, though. I need to get this tool out of the way because it's bothering me. It's become quite a bother. Yeah, I thought about it. Here you go. There'd be a fun video to do like a review on. Maybe invite the old man to review it with me. I don't know how those review videos work, if it gets copyrighted or whatever. But it'd be fun to do either way, because I'm sure we could stop and talk about each and every process and have joint admiration for the video. So that's not a bad idea. Maybe we should do that at some point. I got to get back into creating more content, guys. It's just tough to do when you're running a business. Because this business, you have to be inspired, obviously, to work and make the stuff. Then you also have to be inspired to create content. So sometimes one gets in the way of the other. So I do appreciate everybody that was hanging out today, though. Okay, I think I've got enough for a bit here. This will be plenty of work for the afternoon. So now I have to just set up for the next job here. Yeah, exactly. Fair use guidelines. Yeah, it should. I mean, I don't really know how to do all that stuff. I don't even know if that is like, that video is like properly published. It was such an old, maybe 60s video. Maybe it's public domain at this point. I don't know. And maybe I don't want to talk over the top of it too, so I don't know. The people that actually would want to watch the video, well, it doesn't really have much talking, so yeah, just tough. It's almost better because there's no talking. There's some captions, and people are just, you're just seeing what actually is happening. It's such a cool. There's that one. I have a whole list of favorite videos. Some really good Japanese potter videos. And these are all old ones, where I feel like the old ones are, I think they're just more on point, where you don't, like, technically, they don't teach you from, talking. It's, you visualize it and you see what they're doing. It's good to see you back on it. Thanks, that Hayabusa. Appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Yeah, I appreciate everybody that's been hanging out today. Just got to move this over here. So this might look a little ridiculous to some because I'm putting a banding wheel on my wheel. So essentially I could turn this and then turn that the other way. No, that's not the reason. So this just gives me a little more height for doing the orchid pots when I do in a little while when they dry a bit. So I just take this by hand and spin it, and I'm at a perfect height to get everything. A little bit lower, and I'm like kind of reaching down to do the holes. So this is good for that. This is a Shimpo banding wheel, and this thing I've had for probably 25 years, and it's still quiet as can be. So always nice to break this thing out. So, I mean, just Shimpo makes the best stuff. Simple as that. In my opinion, that's how it works. So anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in. I will try to, I'm just going to plan on doing Tuesday again. And then if I can fit in a maybe a saucer stream, because I know I'm going to be making a ton of saucers. Maybe I'll do a saucer stream in the evening one of the nights. But I can't say yes or no on that. But next Tuesday, I will be up on the tube, as Ed Hayabusa says. So thank you all again. Thank you for the 61 likes. Wow. A lot of people popping in today. Anybody that's new. Shout out to Higo for giving the membership. That was really kind. Thank you from Michigan. It's been swell. Hey, pleasure to meet you. So hopefully subscribe, hit that bell. I'll be back on. It'll let you know when I'm on or whatever. Ben After Dark. Oh, only over a certain age would get that reference. Hey, this isn't HBO. This is your tube. Ben After Dark on your tube. Yeah. Okay. Well, we had to fit in a couple of those, didn't we? Well, sub for sure. Oh, very cool. Thank you for doing that. Appreciate it. And yeah. You think I don't know what that means either? You think us Generation Xers just got skipped over? We all know what hubbub means. Yes, we were taught all the things. It was all passed down verbally to us Xer kids, and it wasn't internet that did that. That was the last of we lived before the internet. So, yes, thank you so much, guys. Appreciate it. Yeah, so I'll catch you. I'll catch you on Tuesday, and yes, I appreciate the new sub. Very kind of you. So nice to hear you in here, see another Potter. And yes, have a good weekend. Good luck. Be safe. Whatever. All right, what am I supposed to say? Sign off. Wolf out. Thank you, Gwen. Wolf out. So corny. Yeah, toodles. Tooties. Toodles.